Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jordan, and today we're gonna be talking about a really cool up and coming brand. Like, I really do think this brand is gonna be the next thing that you are probably gonna want, because as soon as I saw it, I was like, whoa there, I need that dress in my life. So this is like a mini baby haul of Jing, because I spent some money. I spent some money when I didn't need to. For those of you that probably know if you follow me on Instagram, but I'm getting ready to get married within like 3 months. Very casual, very chill. And with that being said, I've been buying a couple of dresses. Like, some of his friends are getting married, some of my friends are getting married, and I just want to have like some really good options for the future. And as I've been kind of scrolling through Instagram, I came across Jing. I believe it's J.Ying, but I know the founder's first name is Jing. I came across her dresses and the brand, and I basically fell in love with it. I saw Jen I'm post some of these pictures. I think I put them in here correctly. And then I saw Ashley from Best Dressed also wear this dress, which I believe it's called the garden dress. I'll put it down below. I want the dress really badly, like supercalifragilisticexpialidociously badly. I'm gonna have to wait till it's on sale because, as Jing describes, the brand itself is an affordable luxury brand. And I definitely agree with that. It is more affordable than Louis Vuitton, but still definitely very luxury. And I was very fortunate to get these pieces while they were on, I believe it was called a summer sale, and right now I think there's like a lightning sale going on, where the summer sale was like anywhere up to 50% off, and then with the lightning sale, it's the summer sale coupled with 15% off on select items. So as of right now, I believe all of these items are still available. So I'm gonna try and get it up as soon as I can. But yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna kind of talk about the brand itself, what I like, what I don't like, and yeah, so here we go. So like I mentioned, coming across this brand was just scrolling through Instagram, much like how we do with most of, I would say, shopping and influence nowadays. And I saw that this brand was a little bit different. Jing is a Chinese, I believe she's the designer, if not the CEO, but she's a Chinese, we'll call her CEO just to cross all our boxes. She's the CEO of Jing. I believe it's like Jing Chong. I'm not sure if that's the last name. I'll put the last name up. But she wanted to deliver a brand where it kind of met in the middle for what I like to say sophistication, and kind of like business wear. Not necessarily like, oh, I'm going to a corporate meeting, but it's like very much a contemporary middle ground, I think is the best way to describe it. She wanted the clothes to be very cute, very functional, very fun to wear. As a person who works in an office, sometimes you get kind of sick of seeing the same things. Sometimes it doesn't feel like there's very many options. Like, just me, I'd love to have the option to wear a very sophisticated, cute outfit, have it be good quality, and have it also set apart and look different a little bit. And I feel like she really hits the nail on the head with most of her pieces. I feel like the brand itself is going to be probably in like Revolve or Neiman Marcus, two of my favorite stores, or, you know, wait, I'm sorry, Revolve or Nordstrom's. Neiman Marcus, I think, too. My mom likes Neiman Marcus. But I feel like that's where their brand is going to go. If not, they're going to be their own separate entity and just really dominate and be a really great brand. That being said, because they're still in their infancy, I would say infancy up until like 5 years or so for a brand like this, because again, I expect it to explode. They started in 2018 and it's now 2019, halfway through, so very young. I would love to see from this brand a little bit more of complexion inclusion. When I scrolled through their actual Instagram, and I'll show you the bits, I believe over here, there's no real people of darker complexion. There's definitely some Asian women there, and there are some racially ambiguous black women. Matter of fact, one of the other black women I saw, she was almost of like a darker complexion, but also the sunburst on her face just kind of yellowed her out. Like, it's the sun, that's why she looks yellow. And then there was another lady, I believe it's like Danley. She sings Little Baby, please depressed. Okay, focusing that. But she sings that song, and I noticed that these pictures weren't taken by the actual brand itself. It's actually like, oh, hey, we heard that they used our clothing in a shoot, and we think it's cool that they used our clothing in a shoot, instead of like posting pictures of models of darker complexion on their page because they want to. It's more of like, see, these people like them. And as a person, like, I understand my coin can go a long way. I know that like some people are like, oh, you're one person, but I would love to see them highlight people of darker complexion in a different light. And I feel like it brings more inclusivity in. And I feel like it's just a great way to kind of start with the brand. So I think that's really important. And secondly, I think it'd be great if they had people of different sizes. Because I'm a size 8 to 10 US. And I know that companies that are not based, she's not based in China, but I know brands that have East, is it East? Yeah, I mean, like, just, I know companies from across the pond tend to size differently. Like if I'm getting something from Australia, or I'm getting something from England, or I'm getting something from China, the sizes are going to be a little bit smaller. And I feel like these US sizes are probably the smallest US sizes I've tried as of recently. And that kind of like messes with me. And I feel like there's, unfortunately, this is like the tricky part. I feel like the consistency of sizing just throws me off, because when I talk about this skirt in comparison to the other clothes that I bought, it's just like, why is it so vastly different? That's my question. Like, I understand something being a little bit on the smaller side, but why is it so drastically different from everything else, if that makes any sense? With all of those things being said, which I don't think are negative, I think, matter of fact, those are going to be constructive criticism that they can use in the future. I'd love to get in the video and tell you all about the clothes. So yeah, now we're gonna get into the clothes. By the way, they came in these really awesome bags. As you saw at the beginning of the video, when I kind of started it off, I was worried about my clothes being wet because they were not delivered very well, in my opinion, which I don't blame them. I blame FedEx. But they packed them in these really nice bags, and so when I got them, nothing was wet, and I really appreciated it. And they're like, honestly, really good bags. So, but the first thing up, and I have my little notes right here. The first thing up is the Heidi skirt. It's in gray, and it is a size large. Here is the skirt. The reason I am holding it is because it doesn't fit. Yay, kids. It's a size large. And I was actually really, really excited for this skirt. I do think I'm gonna have to send it back, because where this button is right here, yeah, no, it goes right here when I try to put it on. It is way too small for me. This is more like a medium, and I was kind of disappointed with that, because again, I was really looking forward to it. I don't know if you can kind of tell, but these pleats right here, they're not like your Forever 21 basic, like we ironed these on and in 4 weeks it's gonna fall out. Like, these feel like some really sturdy pleats that had a lot of intention. Even looking up here too, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. It's like seamed down. So these are gonna be very, 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 very nice pleats for a time to come. I really love the button detail down the middle. It kind of gives me like a low-key military vibe. It kind of reminds me of Miss Trenchbull, but I still like it. And I love everything about it. It even has lining underneath, so this little slip right here. And I love when skirts have that. And as you can kind of tell too, like this slip itself doesn't really pull away because it's seamed in. So that means if like a gust of wind pushes by, it's not gonna have your entire skirt fly up, which is something else I really love. It's details like that that make the affordable luxury name, I think, a little bit more worth it, because yes, I will pay to make sure my skirt does not fly up. And I think that's really important. I will pay to make sure that these pleats last. And then on the back side right here, they go all the way around, which I really love. And I love the plaid patterning because it's very soft and delicate. I don't think it's really pulling up on the camera. Yeah, I don't think it's really, actually, I stand corrected. My eyes are just horrible. I usually wear glasses. They're actually right here. I thought it had blue in it, but it doesn't. It's like this kind of like slate gray with like the kind of speckles in it. And I think that, again, it's a really cute skirt. I really like it. I'm very sad to send it back, but it just does not fit, and I cannot make it fit. And so yeah, that's where we're sitting. And this skirt was on sale, $65. And then I had my 10% off coupon because I signed up for their newsletter, and it took it down to $58. So this was a $58 skirt, and like side note, this is the most expensive skirt I've ever bought before in my life. I don't really like buying bottoms over $50, so that goes for jeans, that goes for skirts. But if they had it in my size, I would go back and I would purchase this, because I do think it's a really cute skirt and I could see myself wearing it in different occasions. The other thing I noticed with this skirt, and I noticed with the model, which I'll try and put a picture up somewhere, this skirt looked short on the model. But when I looked at the model that they used in the picture, I believe she was like 5'7", 5'9", somewhere around print model work normal height. And I'm 5'5", so I was like, oh, it should be a little bit shorter on me. Nope. It was not shorter. I think also I have to factor in that my butt, like I have one, and a lot of, no shade, no tea, but a lot of print models don't. They have very small booties, and I'm very curvaceous. I'm very voluptuous. So I should always account for that, I think. But this was just a really good skirt, and I really did like it. I'm gonna put it off to the side to get out my second thing. And I'm going like kind of like in least favorite to favorite. And of course, that's my least favorite because I have to send it back. But yeah. So this one I was actually able to wear, which I'll put a clip of me wearing it in. And yeah, I know. It looks nice. I actually really like this. I've worn it a couple of times. Not a couple, I just got this stuff in today. But I've worn it around the house. The first time I put it on, I was not crazy about it. As you can see, this is very, not shapely. You know, I know a flowy dress is a flowy dress, but you know, it just really doesn't highlight my shape very much, and I like being curvy now. You know, it took a lot of body confidence to get to a point where I enjoy my curves, and initially when I put this on, it felt like a potato sack. This right here changes the entire game up. This is a little string of fabric that wraps around to cinch in your waist, which I think is a major key. I kind of wish that they would have just put like kind of like an elastic ring around to kind of cinch in that waist. Or maybe they would have had like the little loops where you could easily put the belt or something. Basically, I'm complaining because I feel like I'm gonna lose the belt, and if I lose the belt, I'm gonna have to go and buy an actual belt. And I like that this actually blends in because it cinches without kind of like, you can put it anywhere on your body. I mean, it makes sense. As I speak up a lot, I realize like it's not that big of a deal, but I just don't want to lose that belt because it blends in with the dress, and I feel like it doesn't take anything away from the dress. But at the same time, if I wear a belt, it just gives me an opportunity to accessorize. So I guess either which way, honestly, it's fine. But yeah, this dress right here is really cute. I will say this, on the little paper, it says that this is in black. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, perfect. This is blue. This is a blue lining right here. This is blue right here. That part kind of like made me a little bit ticked because it's blue. It's red, white, and blue with got gold dots throughout it. But at the same time, I own so many black items in my closet that I'm not that pressed about it. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention that these cards, they're like a nice cardboard material too. And it tells you right here your size. And it has the brand right here. But yeah, it's a nice dress. I will say that the sleeves right here, it's cool that they're mesh and see-through. They're kind of like bell sleeves. These cover my entire hand, and I'm not the most keen on that. When I looked at the model as well, they didn't cover her hand. It also went a little bit shorter on her. I kind of wanted more of like the model's fit of the dress. But that being said, I feel like the large kind of fits, like in general. What am I trying to say? How am I trying to say this? I feel like the large fits, and I could easily see the medium. Okay, rephrasing. I feel like the large looks all right on me, and I feel like the medium would look too small on me. Like, not in the way that I want it to. And so I think with this particular one, I might have to take it to my tailor just to get it exactly right. Which I don't want to pay more money for it because the dress was originally $89 and then I got it on sale for $80.10. So yeah, like I don't want to pay more for this. And I'm debating if I want to send it back because I feel like if I sent it back and I got a medium, maybe the medium would work better. But I also think that if I wash it, maybe it'll shrink a little bit. But at the same time, I don't want it to shrink a lot of it. So I'm going back and forth. I really do like the dress. I kind of, when I saw it on the model and even putting it on myself, I do think that it doesn't scream Jing the way that the other two pieces that I bought did. Jing is like, again, it's sophisticated, it's supposed to be contemporary. I feel like, you know, Jing, the brand itself, plays around with like textures and plating. No, that's the right word. They play around with textures and pleating, and they really want to kind of deliver something unique and fresh. And I feel like this flowy dress is a very cute flowy dress, but if you would have told me you had bought it somewhere else, I would have believed you. So there's that, but I really like the dress, and it feels very comfortable and breezy, so I'm still gonna keep it. I just don't know if I'm gonna send it back for a different size. All right, so the last thing on the chopping block is this dress right here. It is the, ooh, I unzip it. Pardon me 1 second. And it is the pink Diddy Day dress. And it's this one right here. It also, again, gives that like low-key military feel with the buttons on one of the breast sides. Pardon it being wrinkly, like I said, I just got this today. And it is, as I roll it up, asymmetrical as well. And you can see this actually a lot better in the other clips. This dress was definitely, I'm gonna just put it to the side because I'm gonna let that other clip play because it doesn't really make sense for me to hold it the entire time. But that dress is so pretty. It's so cute on. One of the blogger girls that I now follow, I actually saw her on Jing's website, and that's why I started following her because I was like, I like her style. But that dress is really, really cute. The thing that I do not like is because just like that black one, it's a large, and I'm swimming in fabric. This one is a large, and it constricts my chest. Like, I can't move my arms back and forth in this dress. I feel like my chest is just pressed down, but as soon as you hit that waistline and it kind of goes into that skater skirt style, it's bearable. And it's not even bearable, it's breathable. Like, it feels way more comfortable, and I don't really understand, it's right here, that's why I keep looking, but I don't understand why all of these pieces are so inconsistent in the sizing. Like, I expect the skirt of the dress and the skirt to actually fit relatively the same if they're both larges, but they're drastically different. If they're both supposed to hit me at my waist, I would think that they would kind of, like, the waist of it would be very similar. And I feel like, yes, that blue dress is very oversized, but I'm swimming in it, and just that inconsistency kind of bothers me. But this dress is a very signature Jing dress, from the pleating to the asymmetrical hem to the fact that it's very feminine but gives kind of like a touch of masculinity. I feel like it's very unique, and it's not something you're gonna see pretty much anybody else wearing. Like, even on the page, there's only one person also wearing the skirt, or sorry, wearing the dress, and I really like that. I feel like it's really unique, and I feel like it's really cool, and there's a lot of pieces like that. Now, this dress, I bought it for $93, and it was originally $104. And then all of those prices, again, were on sale. So I believe throughout this video, I've been posting how much each dress regular price cost, because woo-wee, some of these were expensive. Like, I think that pink dress was like $148, which your girl's not buying it for $148. Your girl bought it for $93, and that was probably a little bit more than my bank account was wanting me to. All in all, I do feel like, you know, again, it's a great brand. I think I could see them doing some really great stuff in the future. I just need them to kind of expand. As they grow, as they grow as a brand, I hope that they also grow in, like, who they're entertaining, who they're, you know, wanting to sell to, because there's a lot of girls like me. There's a lot of black girls like me who are trying to play around with their style, to try and experiment and look at new things and try out different styles. And I'm so over being pumped full of Fashion Nova. I don't like Fashion Nova. And I'm not saying that if you like Fashion Nova, it's a problem, but I'm over being pumped full of Fashion Nova. I'm over being pumped full of, like, only streetwear. Sometimes I want to wear something different. Sometimes I want to walk outside, look cute, feel adorable, and then go kill it in the boardroom, okay? I want to call Shanghai, tell them, no, I don't want that deal, I want the other deal, and then they send me exactly what I want. Like, that's what I'm looking for in this type of styling of clothing. I'm trying to uplift myself, and I feel like uplift my fellow girls with me, and just really help to create a sphere, not a sphere, but create a space of thinking differently and looking for unique and different styles and not wearing the same regurgitated outfits all the time. So with that, that's gonna conclude my little haul and talking about each piece. If you like them, definitely go check them out. They have some really great stuff. Like I said, they're very much on the affordable luxury side. I think, again, they're just gonna keep doing really great things. If you like me, give me a thumbs up. Tell me that I did a good job or something of the matter. If you have any questions on like how I would maybe style any of these pieces, because of course I'm already thinking about it, let me know in the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram, because that's honestly the only social media I use anymore. And I hope you have a really good day, you know? I hope everything's going good for you. See you later, random citizen on the internet. Bye.